Okay, listen, y'all, I don't want nobody to have a heart attack because Miss Dreama is outside and I'm not inside at my desk or in my room like I usually do with these videos. I find it kind of weird to do public videos because people, like look at you like, what is she doing? I don't know, maybe they'll think I'm talking to someone on the phone. I don't know, but it's such a beautiful day today. I wanted to get out. It's like almost 70 degrees today, so it's really nice. We have a cold front coming in though tomorrow. Anyway, I'm trying to talk about the weather. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update from the last video that I uploaded, or the last, I should say, audio that I uploaded. I want to say first a shout out to Andrew Marlowe. He's a he's a longtime YouTuber, and actually found him right after I went through my narcissistic abuse situation. He does a lot of body positivity stuff, and he's also I think a really good artist. And he's busy like I am. Goes to school and works and takes care of his dad and all that stuff. So, but he's also a really good friend. I had the pleasure of meeting him a few years ago. It's been way too long though since we've met up again, so we need to do that. That first meeting's always awkward, but we've become really good friends. And I wanted to shout out to him, and I'll put a link to his channel here because he left me a really sweet message, wanting me to set up a GoFundMe for my situation, and it's just not, I can't do that. It's just not who I am. I really appreciate what he wanted to do, in helping me, but I can't do that. I just can't do that. I think part of it is like maybe a little embarrassment, but a lot of pride as well, and just wanted to take care of this excuse me, myself. And I will. It'll get done. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go listen to the video before this one. But I want to give you an update. I did speak with an attorney yesterday. And as I already knew, I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not in breach of my lease or anything. I haven't done anything wrong at all. And, man, they don't come cheap. So I'm hoping that I don't have to have them do a lot for me. But he is sending a letter to my landlord. Probably by next weekend, because I have to obviously pay him to send that letter. But it's basically to let my landlord know that I have representation and that he has to cease and desist the threats and, threatening to turn things off, threatening me, in my situation, and making it uncomfortable for me to live there right now. It's really uncomfortable because of the messages he sends, and I've asked him not to send me anymore. And I believe the letter my attorney will send will. I'm hoping that's all it takes for him to back off me while I find another place to live. What my attorney basically said was, even though he has verbally, he's told me he wants me to leave so that he can sell the house, I don't have to, because whoever buys the house may want a tenant there already there. You know what I'm saying? They may see it to their advantage, but I kind of don't want to stay now. You know what I mean? I don't want to stay where he is any longer than I have to. He didn't say anything about the fact that he lives in the garage, which has always been a very weird situation for me. Nothing was said about that. I'm really surprised there. But I just wanted you all to know, excuse me, that I did talk to an attorney, and I asked him, what if he retaliates when he gets the letter, turns stuff off, or sends another nasty message, or worse. He said, well, then you and I will go straight to the courthouse and sue him. And if I have to close daycare because of anything he's doing, then I can sue him for lost wages. I don't want to sue anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's not in my nature. I just want to be left alone so that I can work, which is all I ever do. This, what you see here, me out here, this is a rarity because all I do is work. And when I'm not working, all I want to do is veg out at home and watch movies and relax. I started drinking last night, my margaritas, and it was nice. I gotta tell you, it just kind of soothes me, just to the point where my mind's not racing. But coming out here, what you see is a very rare thing. If I can come up with the money because it's kind of difficult, even if I found a house today that said, okay, yes, you can run the daycare there, you can have your dog there, sure, it's yours. I don't have the cash on hand to say, okay, here's first and last month's rent deposit, whatever. Excuse me, the other thing I'm trying to do, there is still some cold in the air, that's why I'm wearing a hoodie. I see people out here in shorts and t-shirts because it's nice, and I'm thinking, this is pneumonia weather, People don't realize. But anyways, what was I saying? If I can come up with the cash to where I have, money in hand to say, yes, here you go, I'd like to rent this house, here's the money. Because really, at the end of the day, that's what a landlord wants or a realtor wants. It's kind of like, first one with the money, here you go. So I've seen, a few houses that have been rented like really quick because the person had the money first. And so it's kind of, I feel almost like I need to have that in hand so when I find a house, I can say, here you go. And I mean, I've had thoughts in my head of maybe I should just save everything I make from now to the end of March and just go to Atlantic Beach, start over there. But then I'm back to the guilty feelings of, I can't do that to my daycare families. They are, for the most part, aware of the situation, and they are sympathetic, and they're like, they had no idea I was dealing with so much, because I don't, talk about it with them, but I needed to, because I have an attorney now, and things are, it's possible that he may do something where I may have to close the daycare temporarily. God, I hope not. I need to let them know what was going on, and they're just like, had no idea, and they don't, one of the moms came to me, she's like, I don't know how you do it, I'm like, honestly, I think I go on autopilot, by the grace of God, is how I do it. I kind of just get myself on autopilot and do what I got to do. I don't waste time with it. I didn't waste time getting the attorney. My sister's going to help a little bit with that fee, because all I want him to do right now is to send a letter. And that alone is $700. I picked the wrong profession, man. I'm telling you. I should have become an attorney, because, wow. But it's worth it, because when I got done talking to the lawyer, I felt lighter. Even though I knew I was in the right, I felt so much lighter, because I knew that I had that legal backing. You know what I mean? I had that person behind me that's going to fight for me. And I was telling my lawyer who he claimed his lawyer is, and he's like, I can take care of him. And I realize that the lawyer's going to say things to make me feel better. You know, I get that. But he did let me know that I was not in breach of my lease at all, and that he basically, I mean, he did know, he came out and said that my landlord has a big problem on his hands if he continues to harass and try to do what's called self-help when you try to get someone out of your house. I'm not trying to give my landlord a hard time. That's not what's happening here. I just want him to leave me alone. When he sprung this on me, I had just told him that I got COVID after Christmas. That was his reply message, was to tell me that he's selling the house and I have 3 months to find a place. And for basically all of January, I wasn't myself. For the first 2 weeks, I couldn't move. I was out of this world, you know, sick. And then for another 2 weeks, I wasn't full strength or anything. So I lost a whole month there trying to find a place or do anything about it. But that's, and he just, there was no warning with this. It was just, hey, I've got COVID. I don't want to go down and let your dogs out and possibly spread it to you. And, you know, and his reply was, I want you out in 90 days. I'm going to sell the house. You know, and he's made threats to me of if he doesn't make a profit by selling his house now, he's going to blame me for it. And according to him, I will pay the price for it. And that makes me a little afraid, maybe a little bit physically afraid too. You know, so I really do kind of just want to get away from him as quick as I can, because I don't trust him anymore. I mean, not that I ever truly did trust him, but I really don't trust him now. He's been awkwardly quiet this week. Well, after, I think it was Tuesday when I got the last message from him. He's been, it's Tuesday or Wednesday, I can't remember, but he's been almost like he's purposefully trying not to make any noise. He almost like he doesn't want me to know when he's there, when he's not. But I know because his truck. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into that part, but just wanted to update. How long is this? I don't know. I can't tell how long. 12 minutes. But it's not bad, huh? But I know. You know, I appreciate, you know, the fact that there are people out there that care about me. I hate being in this situation, mostly because it's not what was supposed to happen when I moved into this house. This house was supposed to be my retirement house. You know, he and I, when I moved in, had talked about me doing a rent-to-own thing, and that never happened. Possibly even owner financing, and that never happened. He is, unfortunately, a very vindictive individual. So, me standing up to him has only made it worse as far as his attitude. And if it's one thing I know is narcissism, and he's definitely one. So I know that the more I stand up to him, the worse it's going to get. But I'm not going to back down. All my life I have backed down, you know, especially to men who have done things to me because I let them. And it's not going to happen this time. You know, people have done that to me my whole life because I'm meek and Dreama's nice and she won't say or she won't do anything. But not this time. I am definitely going to stand my ground as best that I can, which is why I got the lawyer, because I knew that I couldn't do it alone. And I know I always have God, but, you know, I needed that legal presence, and I need for him to know I have legal presence. So, but I'm sure my Sandy girl is waiting for me at home. I wanted to get out today and took a nice ride and came out here to the park to make this video for you guys. And probably be a while before y'all get another outdoor video. But it's nice. I wanted to soak up the sun, and I know that will help my mood and everything as well. Had the moonroof open, and why do they call it a moonroof? because you use it during the day, right? Just stuff I wonder about. Oh, and I was listening to, as you know, of course, I was listening to the radio, like 80s music. And before I pulled into the park, Pour Some Sugar on Me came on. That is like my favorite song. I get into that song. I don't care where I am. I don't care what I'm doing. I'm in the car dancing and singing. And I thought, you know what? That's a song I would like to see Johnny Depp do. For real. I mean, can't you just see it? That's just me. Okay, well, all right. You guys take care, and I'll update you guys whenever there's anything else to report. Like I said, he won't get the letter from my attorney until I finish paying him, which hopefully will be by next Friday, and then the letter will go out. So I'm thinking early after next weekend, he'll probably get a letter, and I'm thinking shit's gonna hit the fan when that happens. But I'm gonna see. I doubt it'll happen. I'm gonna see about going to get a loan. Just enough, like maybe 2,000, just enough to have in my pocket, so that when I find a house, you know, I've got the cash. I hate to get a loan because then there's the repaying of it, you know, and all of that stuff. And until I move, I'm gonna be stressed out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be on edge, and I'm not gonna be able to relax. And the sooner I can find a place and move, and get the daycare moved, and get on with life, the better I'm gonna feel. So I will talk to you guys soon, I hope. And God bless. Take care. Love you.